Finding joy in hard circumstances, that is a challenge, isn't it? Now, I don't know if you're going through a very hard circumstance right now. I know that you very well might be. It's raining outside, and so before I get going out into the rain today, I thought I'd make sure I get this morning's video filmed. And let's just say walking in the rain is a little bit difficult. It's annoying because everything has to be packed up into waterproof bags. It's discouraging to just get wet and sometimes cold from all that. And you can't pull out papers, you can't pull out your phone without thought in the rain, right? So all in all, it's frustrating, it's annoying, but here we have in the Word of God, in Philippians 4:4, rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say rejoice. And this idea of finding joy, even in difficult times, is not just a good idea. It's not a suggestion. It's not like this is going to make your life better. Though, hear me out. It's a command. Just like we're told, thou shalt not steal, so we are commanded to rejoice. Now, just as God has given us the ability to not steal, He has given us the ability to find joy, to rejoice. You haven't seen my Bible because it's usually packed away during the day. But Romans 12:12 gives us a few little hints here. Rejoicing in hope, persevering in tribulation, devoted to prayer. This is, again, commands, backing up to verse 10, be devoted to one another in brotherly love, give preference to one another in honor, not lagging behind in diligence, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord, rejoicing in hope. So we find that that rejoicing is linked to hope, and it's forward-looking. Rejoicing can be current-looking, but situations and circumstances aren't always rejoice-worthy, or at least they don't seem to be. Can anyone relate on that one? And so in the times where we can't find that rejoicing in the moment and for the things that are happening right now, we are to look forward and hope. What are we to look forward to? Some people say, well, I look forward to the rapture so that we can be taken away from all of this suffering. Being taken away from the suffering is indeed a good thing. But our hope is Jesus Christ. If you were saved by Jesus and you love Him, isn't the far best thing that we will soon see Him face to face? We'll see Him face to face, and then we will never be separated from Him again. We will be with Him for all of eternity. Whether I go up through the rapture or whether the Lord calls me home before that time. It doesn't matter, though I do not look forward to the process. Do not look forward to the process of dying, but I have that hope that I will indeed be with Him. I will see Him face to face. We will talk. I will worship Him in person. And with that in mind, what's a little rain? I say that figuratively for whatever situations you're in. We see Paul describe it elsewhere as momentary light affliction. And you say, Steve, it's not momentary. Steve, it's not light affliction that I'm suffering. But Paul went on and said, in comparison to what is to come, in comparison to the glory to come. It is momentary. It is light compared to what is coming. And that's where we need to shift our hope, shift our minds. If you're struggling to rejoice in the Lord and give thanks to the Lord, it's because you're not filling your mind enough with what's to come. There have been many, I don't know if millions is the correct number, but many hundreds of thousands of Christians who have gone before us into great suffering. And they have done so with joy. Not because what they were going through was pleasant or happy, but rather because of the hope that they had on what was coming. In the persecuted church, you know what book is their favorite book of the Bible? It probably doesn't surprise many of you. The book of Revelation, the revelation of Jesus Christ. They find hope there, not because they're like, we will soon be delivered by a rapture, or we see these events outplaying, but rather just knowing that we win in the end. Just knowing that Jesus will be victorious, that Jesus will make all things right, and that we will be with him for all of eternity. When people hear that, they're willing to go to the stake to be martyred. They're willing to be imprisoned and have their families taken. Not because they want those things, but because they trust the Lord. And how about you and I? As things may be small things like a little bit of rain, or whether they may be very, very serious, let us shift our focus to what is to come. Let us shift our focus to the hope that we have. Not just that we are saved now, but that we will be saved. We have so much to look forward to. The end of the struggle against sin. This moment where we will see him. Where we will be rewarded for the good deeds that we have done in the flesh. And that we will enter into the joy of our Master. Rejoice. Rejoice in the Lord. Again, I say rejoice. Let us choose to set our hope on the things above, on the things to come, and find joy each and every day. Will that make our lives better? Well, friends, I believe it will. I believe it will. Even if it didn't make our lives better, we should obey. But I believe and I've experienced that the joy of the Lord makes things better, even in the toughest of circumstances. All right, friends, thanks so much for joining with us in Poplar's Bible Study, and thanks for being with me indoors because a little hard to film in the rain. All right, friends, until we meet again, God bless you all. I will see you later.